Inside the NBA is presented by Kia. Here we are in Studio J in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. 3 games on the schedule. Highlights are ahead. And we will start with the game that just concluded out there in the Pacific Northwest. Dallas Mavericks and the Portland Trail Blazers, and Luka Doncic announced an all-star starter, and then he comes out and scores 16 points in the first quarter.
Well deserved.
Yes, indeed.
When we thought Porzingis was out, he played well tonight. Got to give him props.
Oh, yeah. Man, look at that play. You can't jump high as that ball.
3-point field goals. Definitely a story in this game.
You notice one thing about these threes, they're all wide open.
Dallas was 22 for 47 from out there in the game.
Because they're probably trying to block the paint.
Block the paint.
Got him. You know how coaches always say, run back to the paint.
8 different Mavs hit threes in this game.
You ever have a coach like that, Kenny?
Yeah, that's
Run back to the paint. Oh.
And here, everybody in Dallas holds their breath momentarily as
never turned.
Doncic tweaks the right ankle. He would go to the bench for a while and get some treatment on that thing.
Oh,
Man, I think
damn.
Who he played for?
Got them pogo sticks, no?
Yeah, Maxi Kleba.
Get that white side.
At the half, 78 to 63, Dallas on the
Oh,
road.
Curry.
Look at
Oh.
that.
Oh.
And then Doncic.
Nice.
He looks strong out there, Kenny.
he got a great body.
No, he is strong.
He's
strong.
Physical.
Yeah, he's got a great
Finds the contact instead of waits for the contact. He finds it.
Mavs up 25. And
Oh,
then
my God.
Dame and the Blazers go on a 17 to nothing run.
Appreciate you, Dame.
When you go on a 17 to nothing run and you're
Hello.
still down 15, it's not good.
Lillard 47 on the night.
Yeah.
In the same week that he had 61 on
Porzingis
TNT
comes back.
the other night.
Porzingis played well
Look at
tonight.
that, just logo action there from Porzingis.
6 for 11. Nice, Porzingis.
Doncic,
Oh, strong.
pass, 27, 6, and 9. And the Dallas Mavericks, winners in Portland, 133 to 125. Dallas is 28 and 16. They're 5 wins shy of their total from a year ago.
What in the world happened to my Trailblazers?
Well, they're 19 and 27 and have lost 11 of their last 16. One bright spot. Lillard had the big game of Ariza in his debut.
I
with
think
Portland.
that's a good pickup, but
Yeah.
man, it's too little, too late.
Ariza had 21. His high in 32 games with Sacramento was 18. And Blazer fans.
You think they're going to get better when Nurkic gets back?
Well, they're going to get better when nurses come back. The problem is they got so far to climb. Like, how high do you think they can get?
That's the question for you. How high do you think they can get?
I think they can barely, well, first of all, they got to.
8 is it. They can't get 7. They're not going to catch Sacramento.
That's the problem.
they're not gonna
In
get
Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City.
Even when Nurkic comes back,
I say 8.
they can get 7 or 8, but that's still.
7, they're not going to catch. They're 6 games over, 7 games over 500.
19 and 27
Oklahoma-
in the 10
They're
spot.
not going to catch 7.
Oklahoma City is
8.
26 and 19. They're not going to catch them.
Well,
They're not going to have a collapse.
they're not. The highest they can get is 8, and then LeBron's going to put them out there misery in the first round of the playoffs.
Easy as that. Lakers, meantime, showing the way at 36 and 9. How about the way Utah's been playing? 31 and 13.
I told you earlier, I think other than the Lakers and the Clippers, Utah might be the 3rd best team in the West.
I have a question for you then, Chip.
Yes, sir.
At one point in the year, you said Utah's a disappointment.
They playing, but they've won.
No, I'm not saying
they
you
went on that
right.
winning
You
streak.
were right. But what do you think was the difference?
You know, it's so funny you asked me that question because I've watched them play 5 or 6 times because they actually played better without Mike Conley. That's and you know how much I love Mike Conley.
He's had a couple of good games off the bench.
He has, but dude, see, so that's the interesting dynamic. They brought him in to be a starter, but he hadn't played great. But they went on that 10, 11 game winning streak when he was out. So
Maybe
now
they found their rhythm
so
without him, and now he could just join that rhythm.
But as an earning question, if they've won like 12 out of 13 somewhere like that, do you put him back in the starting lineup?
No.
Or do you keep him coming off the bench?
Keep him coming off the bench right now.
Okay.
All right, but who's the most dangerous team in the West? I'm gonna give you my answer. Denver.
Other than
Nuggets.
I know he's not going to believe. He's not going
the
to
most
agree with
dangerous
that one.
team in the
Denver
West?
Nuggets, yes.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no,
tell
it's that'd be the Utah Jazz.
I'm gonna tell you why, because Denver really hasn't been playing well, and they're still fourth in the column. Like they've been going.
Well,
up and
listen,
down.
I
But,
told you
once
last
they
week,
figure it
Shaq,
out, once they figure it out, I think they're gonna be real dangerous.
Well, what's scary is with all the load management and injuries to Paul George, the Clippers still are only one game for having the second best record in the West. Like they they got all these injuries. Beverly's been out, and they still got the one game.
and if they beat
Utah, by the way,
the
were
Hawks last night,
13 out of 14,
went to that game.
18 out of 20.
18 out of 20. And think about that, Shaq. They've won 18 out of 20, and they only got a half a game lead over the Clippers.
Yeah.
If the Clippers, quietly, Kawhi Leonard has been great. He scored 30 in 6 straight games. He is balling right now.
Dallas, meantime, 28 and 16 now. So how much of a threat are the Mavs? So this is not a team. This is not a team you want that you're lining up to play.
They're not a threat, Ernie. Stop it.
they're not a threat for who?
Anybody.
I think
Not
they
even
are.
the first round.
No,
The first round.
That's what I'm saying. You're not lining up to play the Dallas Mavericks in the first round of the playoffs.
First of all, if you're
Denver Nuggets right now, Denver Nuggets, Dallas, and the Mavericks.
Dallas
Mavericks are better. I would put mine on the Dallas
I'd
Mavericks.
probably take Denver in that series.
the factor is going to be Porzingis.
Don't question.
He played well tonight. If he can
His
do
health.
20 every night like this, they'll be
If he's
fine.
healthy, Shaq,
Yes.
he will get 20 every
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
He is
but let's
a
be real.
unicorn. He's difficult to guard. He's got shooting from the freaking hash
Shaq.
mark, and he's driving off the dribble.
Shaq
dunking.
and Kenneth.
He's a unicorn.
Can't believe somebody named their kid Kenneth.
I don't know about that.
Might as
either,
well be
Wade.
named Henry.
What's wrong with
What's
him?
wrong with that?
I don't know.
It's just certain names.
Henry Aaron.
Come on, man. Stop it.
Something wrong with
You didn't name your kid Henry.
Something wrong with
You
Henry
didn't name
Aaron?
your kid.
Something wrong with
Henry
Henry
Aaron's one of the
Aaron?
greatest men ever. Now, I ain't going to talk bad about Hammer and Hank.
Okay, what about Henry Ford?
Henry Aaron.
Henry Ford. He the car guy?
Oh no, the other Henry Ford.
The car guy.
Hey, well, Ernie, let me ask you this since you want to call me out on my pick. Do you think right now we're going to be in L.A. for a week between the Lakers and the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals?
I had the Clippers going to the NBA Finals against Milwaukee.
But I'm saying in the Western Conference Finals, we're
I
covering
would think
this
there's a
year.
really good chance
Yes,
if it plays out that way, if they're 1 and 2 when the season ends. Yeah, if they don't have to play each other before then.
Okay, that's all I'm
I think
saying.
there's a very good chance of that.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That will be nice. We can stay at your house, Shaq, the little one.
Calabasas, let's do it, baby.
Let's stay at
Oh, we
the
stay
little
at
house.
Kenny's too.
Come on.
No.
Yeah, you don't want
He got all them badass kids be running around making noise.
Where do we come back?
London Malloy, don't worry about it. Don't call him Uncle Chuck.
An all-star
call
captain
him Chuck.
again.
Got the
LeBron
baby
leads.
kids, Chuck.
And the Nets play host to LeBron and the Lakers. And LeBron,
Tough shot.
They said they ain't doubling him, Chuck.
Well, they should have.
Anthony Davis. Early 5-point lead for L.A.
Shout out to Dwight Howard.
good move.
He played well today.
Dwight Howard's
double-double.
played well all season.
Yes, he has.
14 and 12.
I can't wait to
Dwight Howard.
wait to have Superman back in the dunk contest.
There's Wilson Chandler for 3.
Good luck.
Hey, there's
Superman!
Russo out of the
Russo.
corner.
Well, for the leading vote getter. Ernie's son.
Oh,
Ernie, you know if we never said he was your son, he wouldn't have got all the votes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, Kenny, are you excited to see Superman in the dunk contest?
Oh, my gosh, I cannot. Shaq, if he comes out of a phone booth again, what should I call him?
you can call him Superman, but I'm going to punch you in your face.
The Lakers, by the way, with a season high
Call him
19
Superman,
threes
but I better not be
made.
sitting next to you.
But I'm sitting there.
75.
Okay, I like that. That was Superman right there with the two-man dunk.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to get it out. Ernie,
You can do it. Yeah, you
So we don't have this problem. I just want to know, what should I call him?
ain't going to be no problem.
Okay, I got your back. I got your back, Kenny.
Dorian Prince, and then here's Kyrie Irving, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game, 95-94, and then all of a sudden the Lakers hit
what happened was-
26 to 2.
Come on, man. 26 to 2. Give me that.
Oh, get that out of there. Get that shot out of there. Yeah, you know better.
Oh, my gosh, good play.
Rondo, look at that pass.
Oh,
Jared Dudley at the hole.
Jared the Jet Dudley. Jared the Jet Dudley. Nice shot, Jared.
come on.
Jet is here.
Come on, man.
Jared the Jet
I go
Dudley.
Michael Kentavious Pope.
Michael Caldwell, according to Shaq.
Oh, yeah. We ain't done.
Come on, man.
Barbecue chicken alert.
Come on, they got it, though.
Big chicken alert.
Oh, got him.
Chuck, the guy comes out of phone booth with an S in the chest and a cape on. What should I call him?
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard dressed up.
Dwight Howard is dressed up in the building.
I don't know what that is. What does he have on? I have no idea.
All right, that's what I'm going to call him.
128 to 113.
What? You saw a guy walking down the street with an S on his chest and a cape. You supposed to just...
A guy, yes.
Guy dressed up.
Wow.
Yeah, but not
Hey,
I swear I'm going to
hey,
do it.
pal,
Not
what's,
in this
hey,
thing,
pal, what's
Morris.
the S
No, but he
mean?
came out the... No, he also came out of a phone booth.
First of all, you were a little too hype on that. It was
Hey,
okay, Doc.
So if we see a guy walking out the street, out of phone booth
Listen.
with an S on the chest and a cape, we just was, hey, dude, what's your name?
A regular guy's okay, but in this thing of ours, there's only one Superman.
Okay.
You know that, okay?
All right. I won't do it. I cannot wait the All-Star weekend.
Go ahead, you can do it, because guess what?
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to figure out another way to say it.
If this is you and he come out the outfit, I'm going to be sitting just like this.
Hey,
Clark Kent is in the building.
Who do I need to talk
Hey.
to? Because I want to make
You're
an
the picture about
executive
to go.
decision.
What?
I want to ask Jeremy, Craig Berry, Scooter Patino. I want Shaq and Kenny to be judges in the slam dunk.
No, we're
contest.
going to be, we're calling it.
I know. I want him right beside you.
Oh, you want it?
No, we got to hear it on TV.
If he judges it, he's going to.
That's what I'm saying.
He's going to.
No, but when they're judging,
First of all,
Yeah, but it'd be great TV if he slapped the hell out of Kenny.
because of my judging, I was one of the best dunk contests ever because of my judging.
Okay.
Second
No, it
of
was
all,
the guy who jumped out the phone booth.
Hold on. Second of all, you can't say Superman. You can't say soup. You can't say super. You can't say nothing with an S.
I can't play that with an S with it.
you can't say
no.
man.
Yeah.
Are you saying?
You can't say building.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can't say
seriously, are you
nothing.
saying if we go to lunch early that day and they said you want a soup,
Nope.
I got to be like, I need a. I got to oop.
the wet stuff?
The hot wet stuff. The hot wet stuff, please.
Half a sandwich and a bowl of stuff. Okay, hey, let's do another highlight.
Oh, let's please, Lord.
Wizards and Cavaliers. Number
You hear that song,
6-4
Chuck?
in the league is
Chuck, you hear that song? Hey now, you're an all-star.
68-61. Wiz at the half.
Well, you must really have a rough night, so you went to see this game.
Nice dunk.
Oh, all-star.
He had 29 on 10 of 15 shooting.
You got to feel bad for Coach Beeline. He took a downgrading job leaving Michigan.
Bradley Beal goes down after
Beeline,
an
I feel
offensive
for
foul
you.
by Tristan Thompson. And Kevin Love resuscitates him. Special moment.
Let's try it.
Bradley Beal had 18 points in the first half and 18 points in the second half. That means he finished with
36.
yes, sir.
No, that is, Ernie.
And that is his
all-star.
16th 30-point game of the
Oh,
season.
step back. Splaka Katayao.
Come on, man.
What's next?
What do you do him? You too little down
Well,
there.
Cleveland, at least you got the Browns. Oh, bad example.
All-star smile right there, Ernie.
You know how many times you'll love this number, Chuckster. You know how many times the Cavs have given up 120 points this year?
25.
No, 14. Oh, and 14.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
120 points.
Come on. 12 and 33.
Superman is in the building. He's got the cape moving. He's got it flapping. Oh my gosh. You win, young fella. You win. Superman.
Oh, you even did the song? Oh, hell
The best part about that is you trying to do the Superman theme song afterwards.
It's two different ones. That was the wrong one.
Da, 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 da.
Hey,
That
look,
was
man.
tremendous.
Go ahead, Kenny.
I'm never gonna say those words. I'm just saying I need something else to call him because you know he's gonna bring a retro dunk out. And he's
You
gonna
call him Dwight. That's what you call
be
him.
like, Dwight Howard's dressed up.
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
Can't tell what it is. But he's dressed up in red,
man.
blue, and some tights.
I'm going to snap one day, Chuck.
I understand.
Right now.
One day.
Hey, I'll say kind words at his funeral if you beat him up, Shaq.
We will recap the All-Star starters, which we announced earlier tonight, when we come back here on Inside. LeBron James. He's joined by Anthony Davis, his Lakers
Nasty
teammate.
lineup right there.
Kawhi Leonard,
That's a crazy lineup.
Luka Doncic and James Harden in the backcourt.
All those guys gonna get to stand around and watch James dribble.
Nice, man. Here's an interesting tidbit about the fact that Trae Young and Luka Doncic are both all-star starters. The only time he had multiple players under 22 selected to start in the All-Star game, 1998, Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett.
Wow.
And the last time two players in their second season or earlier selected to start the All-Star game, 1996,
I have no idea.
Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
No, co-rookies of the year, if I remember correctly, right?
So now it's Luka and Trae in 2020 in Chicago. Looking forward to that. Next Thursday. So who are the reserves going to be? How are you going to fill out these squads? The coaches have the chore of voting on players in their own conference. And we will have an hour-long pregame show and reveal the reserves at 7 o'clock Eastern. Then bring you the Warriors and Celtics and the Jazz and the Nuggets.
One of the Warriors gonna have Eddie.
What's your formula now, Chuck, before we start arguing?
What's that?
Are you rewarding winning? You rewarding stats?
Both. Both.
Yeah, we've already been through all that. We'll just see what comes true next week.
Did he just call into our show to promote his own show?
See, I'm telling you, the guys, it's pretty quick. What kind of advice can we give him on Shaq?
Always talk about hookah. He loves that. Loves hookah. As long as you leave him alone and let him practice his music and talk about hookah, you're golden
I would say be prepared
for anything.
for the loud gum chewing.
This is what it sounds like in our ear, America.
And it's like 6 pieces of Bubblicious all at once. Also, you might want to avoid watching him eat on the set. If he's running a little bit late, we've seen him devour an entire chicken in 2 bites.
Oh, my.
Other than that, Adam, you're going to love working with a big fella. He's the world's biggest kid, has a wonderful heart, loves hanging out, and he's going to love that mix with you and D. Wade and Candace. That's just a portion of the steam room.
I'm really enjoying doing that with you, Ernie.
I'm loving that thing, man.
Kevin,
So
you see that?
please subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
See
Download it.
that? Ernie dissed me and then gave me a compliment at the same time.
At the same time.
I can't even be mad. Thanks, Ernie.
You got it. You can
Love
always
you, brother.
count on me, man.
This-
You can count on me. What?
That's what he sounds when he's chewing gum.
First of all, don't say the H word on national TV.
Okay, I apologize.
You're over there snitching.
Yeah, don't say.
The H-O-O word.
Yeah,
Do not
H-O-O.
say hookah on this show. Do not. Hey, that brings us to the regular weekly installment of Shaqtin' a Fool.
What?
He's shacking the food.
What?
He's shacking the food.
What?
We can't say the word hookah.
Number 4, John Collins, throwing away the ball like it was the Hawks' season. Yeah, he threw it out of bounds. Catch it, Lloyd. Oh, somebody got hit with that.
Well,
That's well played.
Number 3,
Well done.
Darius Garland. His lob attempt was a little bit sluggish. The sluggish lob.
First of all, he couldn't have caught that.
I see what you did there, Shaq.
He's not a.
It's the sluggish lob.
Oh, man.
Chuck, go.
Oh, there you go.
Number 2, Kings and Pistons.
Oh, they
Kenny.
2 teams.
Music, please, Kenny.
Hey.
But the
This is more like Benny Hill.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Detroit will be number 4 seed.
He got 2 All-Stars.
Number 1, 76ers. They give the new meaning to the term sixth man.
I saw this. The refs didn't catch it.
That ain't called. That's ridiculous.
The refs didn't catch it.
You see how he tried to slide off?
Yeah.
But the refs didn't catch it in the
Guy
game.
slid off. Oh, my God.
A beautiful
The guy he tried to slide, he slid off. Rolling over this grave right now.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, the thing that was funny about that, Shaq, they did not call it in the game.
They didn't call it?
They did not call it. I was laughing.
Michael Kaplan, great job on the Shaq and a Fool.
That's
Excellent payoffs on these. Sometimes the play itself doesn't do much for you, but the payoff is what it's all about. Uh-oh. This is, I'm telling you, I've seen this. Remember that? It wasn't my imagination, man. There it is.
Come on, man.
An entire chicken in 2 bites.
They told me he only had 45 seconds to eat.
Yeah, man, I gotta go to work. I got to eat.
Can we see the first bite one more time? Because it's all about the first bite when you're going to consume that much chicken.
That chicken was like, help me! No! Take human fight.
That's classic. We're coming back to wrap things up. You've been working on this, and you need some more work, as a matter of fact. Watch live games with NBA League Pass and NBA TV and the NBA app. You know what time it is? That time.
It's time for
EJ's Reno Saturday Night.
Presented by No One.
Unsullied by sponsorship since
1989.
There
I
you
can't
go.
believe you don't have any talented people want to work with you, Ernie.
You know how I know that day, Kenny?
Why?
Because one day I was in my little house in Fort Sam Houston, and they said Ernie Johnson wants to come in. And I was like, me? The great Ernie Johnson? Yeah, so I'm always remember that day.
That was
Thank you.
1989.
Yeah,
I'll
I
never
appreciate
forget.
you.
That was a wonderful time we spent
A
in
little
San
old house
Antonio.
in San Antonio. Shout out to Fort Sam Houston.
You don't have a little house now.
So after that divorce, you still got a little house.
So we got a two-part
about
we got a
that.
two-part Nito. We got a two-part Nito. Does the name David DeLooper mean anything to you?
David the Looper.
David DeLooper made it his goal to visit 30 arenas in 30 days and get on the Jumbotron.
Oh, serious?
Did he get on all
Yes,
of
he
them?
did. And so he was 29 for 29, and he showed up in Portland dressed like
Clyde Drexler?
really
Tan.
tan.
Oh, really
Portland
tan?
man.
Ron.
Looking like Ron
Wait,
Sloy, our buddy.
You did them in 30 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so he got it done, and there it is on the Jumbotron.
got
Just
some
like the
money.
dream to say this, we went 30 NBA games in 30 days and got on the Jumbotron 30 times.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
He
very.
either got a lot of
My
money.
son Malloy does that.
No, he either got a lot of money or there go my man.
Yeah,
There go my man.
the real thing.
Real thing right there.
You know what that makes me want to do
No,
every
don't
time?
play on that
Every
phone.
time we see
on,
that.
Ernie's
We-
top.
yeah, we need some of it, don't we? It's the really tan Portland Ken
you don't.
cologne.
You don't.
Yes,
It
indeed.
Smell like
He
Old
sent us
Spice.
that.
Stop, it smell like Old Spice.
Man alive.
Say that over here.
Okay, so
Oh, Ernie.
So that's part
Ernie, you know what
one.
that smell like? Potpourri.
Potpourri. That's part one of our Nito. Part two is a continuation of the discussion we had last week when we saw Kawhi Leonard. And we said, hey, so what's he doing? Icing his knees or putting heat on his knees?
I want an apology from the panel right now.
But look at this.
They sent us some.
Venom, look at it.
This is for the back. This is the one that I have.
Oh, we all got one?
Yeah, we all got one. You're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, they're
man.
the same people who make Hypervolt?
Yes.
The box says
Are they the same people?
wearable heat and
vibration.
vibration leg device.
Shout out to Cats. Thank you,
Heat.
Cats, for sending these.
Heat. No ice?
Yeah, no, heat. Just like I said, apologize.
Yeah, right suit.
Apologize.
I have the Hypervolt. I don't.
So this
You're not
had
gonna
like
apologize.
Wearable heat.
You ain't gonna apologize. You're just gonna ignore
I
me.
apologize.
Thank you.
Shaquille O'Neal, I
I
apologize.
told y'all it was heat.
Because we also realized that segment was out of order. So we were actually seeing him in the middle of the game instead.
And anybody that don't want that neat device, I'll take it.
you
Yeah,
stole
you did make that up. man.
stole my gift last week.
First of all, I asked you if I could have it.
No. You took it, then you asked me for it.
Directions. I got
Well, that's not stealing. If I took it, then I asked you. I still got your permission.
American, wait. He took
Hey,
it.
I like this
And then asked me. I said, "Wait, where's my? What you get?"
Want me to put it on you, Ernie?
I might
Like
be. I
that.
might.
Stole my Xbox, but I let you keep it because I don't play
What's that one,
video
Kenny?
games.
That's for the knees?
Yeah, this is what I need. I might be running straight after
Yeah.
this.
Oh no.
Chuck, trade,
It's a
Chuck.
miracle.
Hey,
Oh,
actually,
great.
Ernie.
Yeah.
That hyper thing. Kenny gave me one.
Yes.
The vibrator.
Yeah.
It's one of the
Whoa,
best.
whoa,
one
whoa.
of the
Hey,
best.
whoa, no. I didn't give you a vibrator.
Yes, you did.
I gave you a Hypervolt.
Yes, you did.
I gave you a vibrator. I did not give you a vibrator.
Yes,
I gave
you
you a
did.
hypervolt massaging machine. I swear I gave you. I did not give you a vibrator.
Yes,
No,
you
I
did,
not.
America.
No, I did. Let's clarify what I gave you.
To 113 to make it a sweep of the back-to-back. Let's go to Kristen with LeBron James.
LeBron, you all continue to improve upon this league best record on the road. What is it about this team that no matter where it goes, it still performs well?
You know, we just try to have a road warrior mentality. We understand when we go on the road, it's just us. The Laker faithful, they travel with us too sometimes, but we know it's just all about us and how we can play well on the road, and we've been doing that this year so far.
Another triple-double performance for you, and you continue to get closer and closer to number 3 on that all-time scoring list, Kobe Bryant. What's your mentality as you approach yet another career milestone?
I've really never had a mentality when approaching a milestone. I've just kind of played my game, and they've come organically. But anytime I'm mentioned with the greats, you know, this year I've been linked with Michael Jordan, with Isaiah Thomas in the assist record, and now being mentioned with Kobe Bryant, guys that I looked up to. Kobe for sure I looked up to. One of the guys that went straight to the NBA from high school, so that was inspiration alone. And now to be in the same uniform that he wore for 20 years, it's such a surreal feeling, you know, playing for such a historical franchise and looking up to number 8 and 24, you know, throughout my career and throughout my childhood.
You were named just minutes before this game a captain and a starter, well, in the All-Star game. Have you thought yet about the kind of team you want to build?
No, I have not. You know, Rob Pelinka, you know, told us all right before we ran out that myself and AD was named starters in the All-Star game. So it's an honor, and you know, thank you so much to my fans, AD's fans, and Laker faithful all across the world that put us in the All-Star game here in Chicago. I know it's going to be a big night for AD, being from Chicago, local kid, and for me, it's always a blessing just to be a part of All-Star Weekend.
And you kind of have to pick him first, right? You don't have to tell me now. It's fine.
Who, I got to pick AD first? Didn't I pick him first? Didn't I pick him first last year?
Well, you definitely have to now.
I don't know if I like him like that.
Thanks, LeBron.
All right, thanks, Chris.
All right, Kristen, another triple-double for LeBron James. And the Lakers defeat the Nets 128-113. President Bill Clinton providing some advice for Anthony Davis. Anthony finished with 16 points tonight. The high man for the Nets, Kyrie Irving, with 20. The Nets have now lost 5 straight, 12 of their last 14, and they're now 18-25. Thanks to producer Tom Heitz, director Matt Lips, stat assistant Brian Taylor.
Yeah, let's do that. Welcome, everybody, back inside Studio J. Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny and Charles. So LeBron James celebrates making his 16th straight All-Star team by ringing up a triple-double on the Brooklyn Nets in Brooklyn.
Tell you what, if one of y'all had him in the auto trade again, that's probably a good night.
Who had him?
Me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's 49 points for you total.
Hey, feel free. Oh, that's a tough shot right there.
And LeBron knocked it down.
You know how we have that clock right there on the floor?
Yeah.
If I was playing, I would like to have that there.
First of all, you can't see
Instead
the
of looking
clock.
up, I can look right there.
Dude, you can't see that, fool.
I'm looking at the
No,
floor.
he said
Inside Cal.
he would like it to actually be there
Hey,
rather than virtually.
don't call him fool, whatever you do.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Wilson Chandler knocks down a 3. The Nets hit 21 threes tonight, tying their season high, but they lost both games when they hit 21 of those things.
Well, oh, go get this.
Oh, rotate.
Yeah, little Jarrett Allen.
Rotate somebody.
Where's LeBron?
Oh, right there.
There he is, wide open for 3.
Feel free to put a hand up.
27, 12, and 10 on the night for the King.
Best third option in the league right there.
Oh, that'd be Lou Williams.
Or Montrezl Harrell.
Montrezl Harrell. No, what's Lou Williams' third wheel?
No,
That's
Montrezl.
second.
Best third option?
Yeah, they don't count.
I go with Montrezl right there.
Montrezl Harrell?
Hell, they're second team. I'm talking about.
I mean, 20 a night.
And Montrezl Harrell is
You got 3 Celtics averaging 20.
Bowling.
come on. Well, when we said the third guy is Lou Williams in a class by himself.
No, they're coming out the bench.
He's a 6th man.
Yeah,
Talking
but
about the
that's he's the
starters.
third best option on the Clippers.
Anthony Davis.
Well, Ernie, remember I said, when you give us 75 points to the Brooklyn Nets in the first, you're not really locked in.
Yeah.
It was like 4 minutes to go in the game. Dan only gave us 30 points.
Yeah. Yeah, after a 75-70 game at the half.
Well, good pass, Rondo.
Oh, my God.
Dudley. Spoke like a tie-out.
Said he was done, Chuck. Stop it.
The former net knocks down that 3. This in the midst of a 26-2 run. It was a 95-94 game late in the third.
Too little.
Why are you playing him one-on-one?
Down on the post, no help either.
Come on, man. Come on, man. That's too easy. That's like shooting over a chair.
Escalated very quickly.
Well, now this guy,
Because if you double, he's going to kick it out for the three. Oh,
Now
got
he's
him.
just playing around.
Scrap out.
Yes, sir. A 26-2 run. LeBron's like, okay, that's enough probably for me.
That's awesome right there,
Mr. President.
have you ever met Bill?
I have met Belzer.
When?
I interviewed him for my book.
Oh, I met him when we won the
He was really awesome.
Kenny, that was just not right, the way you did that.
I'm just
That's just not right. The way
We
you
all
did
met
that.
him. It's just
It's not right the way you did
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's right. That's right. Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just tell you something. If we walked in a room, President Clinton, he wouldn't even know who you were.
That's all right. Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't.
I gave him the
guarantee
jersey.
you. I
I gave him
guarantee
that
you.
jersey.
Okay. President Clinton has no idea who you are.
He gave the jersey. Now you mad.
No, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all.
See how he sits- why you getting sensitive,
If
man?
President Clinton was
Why
at the
you getting
game, if
sensitive?
he noticed me and Shaq, he
No.
would come say hello.
How you know?
You could walk by, he
Wanna
might
bet?
say, hey, can you bring me a hot dog?
Bet that? Okay. All right.
As much as I hate interrupting,
Can we get
this
going?
guy's skipping. Let's. We want to bring.
Ketchup and mustard,
Hey, we want to bring you the other highlights.
What other highlights?
Washington and Cleveland.
No, we don't. No,
Washington
we
and
don't.
Cleveland playing tonight.
Come on,
At
man.
Rocket Mortgage Field House.
Music, Kenny.
Come on, man.
No.
Music, Kenny.
Come on.
Bradley Beal.
Nice.
That's a nice move right there. You see the All-Star reserve?
We will. Yeah, we shall see if the coaches do that.
Playing well enough. with the team.
68-61 game at the half.
Oh, All-Star.
Stop
All-Star
it,
reserve
man.
right there.
Come on. Not everybody can be a reserve, Shaq.
Well, these teams ain't getting no reserve.
Now watch
about
this.
Tristan Thompson?
Watch this moment. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
Bradley Beal is down, and Kevin Love reviving him. Sort of. You didn't find that amusing?
No, we did
I
not.
don't understand. Wait, so they got one guy on their team can score, and they just gonna let him dominate the game? That's just, come on, man.
All-Star.
Sure.
They got one guy on the court, and they gonna let him beat them
You
single-handedly.
know why? Because he's a All-Star.
Bradley Beal had 36
Come on, man. Are you
All-Star.
really gonna let one guy dominate you?
on
He's an All-Star, baby.
15 of 22 shooting, 4 out of 8 from deep. His 16th game with at least 30 points. And Washington wins it over Cleveland, 124 to
36.
That's a
112.
shame. One of my favorite cities in the world, Cleveland. I'm never gonna see it
love
again.
Cleveland?
I love Cleveland.
Okay.
Never gonna see it again.
What do you like about Cleveland?
Everything.
Okay.
6 straight losses for the
They got
Cavs.
the Browns.
And
Okay,
6
bad
straight
example.
home losses. 6
Bad
straight
example.
home losses for the Cavs. And Washington improves to 15-29. President Clinton when he sees Kenny Smith.
Hey, Francis and Glendale. I know you ain't been to the White House. I know you ain't been to the White House. You mad at me and my 2 rings.
Who he play for? Who he play for? That's funny.
Hey, what do you think of this Dallas team? It's Shaq.
I would
Way to
like
go.
to see-
You're doing my job now?
No, I just want to ask.
I would like to see. I mean,
That's a very excellent try.
Because they're the number 5 seed right now.
I probably feel the same way you do. I'm not sold on them yet, especially without Porzingis, but I am sold on Luka. He can do it, but I'd like
I'm
to see
sold.
Porzingis play more.
If Porzingis gets healthy and plays close, not even what he was with the Knicks, but close to that, then they move up to the third. I think they're just as good as Denver.
And what's wrong with him now, Porzingis?
Injury, in and out, and then, this is
Knee,
first year back.
ankle, toe?
It's
I think
first
he
year
had a
back.
sore knee. He got one of those pieces.
Sore knee?
Shaq.
Oh, hell no.
Shaq.
What?
This is a new generation.
Oh,
Hey, listen.
Hey, Porzingis.
They don't want to play 2 days in a row now.
You know what is going to hurt that team?
What's that?
That Dwight Powell
The White,
injury.
yeah, Powell. Well, but it would help more if Porzingis play.
Yeah.
Porzingis, send me your address, baby. I'll send you a little care package. Man up.
I say hot.
Yeah, I see how. Come on. Sore knee.
Come on, man. You know, these guys, these poor babies in the NBA, they can't play 2 days in a row.
He's close because and this is not a stretch. Think about this, not a stretch. Before he got hurt, there was the unicorn and there was the Greek freak. Like people were saying, these guys we've never seen play this way.
But
he was getting to that. Greek freak just took off out of the stratosphere. But if he had just kind of a normal trajectory with Luka,
the best ability is available.